Can you sing along the 5 Pusha T records right now? His records.
Yes.
His records?
Yeah.
Name
I love Pusha. Nostalgia.
Oh, you was a Pusha T fan.
If you know, you know.
I didn't know he had fans like that. Can you name 5 Pusha T records? No, his records. Pusha T, I love your soul, my dog. You're not in my top 50. You might be in Charlemagne's top 50 and things like that, but
top 50.
you haven't done that much for me in my life. Like, I didn't never want to be like Pusha. I never had a Pusha moment in my life. I never thought, like you dig, like, where I'm from, niggas want to be like you if you was really that dude and that rapper and things like that.
Wayne wanted to be like Pusha?
Jim Jones picked the wrong names to mess with, NAS and Pusha T, to certified legends. And he didn't just throw shade. He burned the entire bridge down. Back-to-back disrespect like he had nothing left to lose. Now, his career's hanging by a thread, and people are acting like it's already been cut. It only took one wild podcast moment to turn the culture against him. He claimed NAS was never that impactful, called Pusha T overrated, and even bragged that he made NAS go viral again. That's when people started saying Jim crossed a line he might never come back from, because what followed didn't feel like a regular rap beef. It felt like the culture was already plotting his exit. Now fans are asking, was this just another ego-fueled meltdown? Or is the very culture Jim once helped build now pushing him out of the frame? That one quote is still flying all over social media. Then his summer jam set got cut short, and Pusha T, he's just getting started. Let's rewind and break down what really sparked this slow-motion takedown. That sentence wasn't just disrespect, it was a straight-up razor. Jim didn't critique Nas's recent work. He tried to erase everything the man ever built. And where did he drop this bomb? On the Joe and Jada podcast, a show known for casual talk, not career demolition. But instead of walking it back, Jim doubled down like he was proud of it. He said NAS never meant much to the culture and even flexed like his Billboard stats could rival or surpass Nas's legacy. Let's get one thing straight. NAS isn't just some rapper. He's a pillar of hip-hop. Illmatic is literally studied in college courses. Ether still haunts veteran rappers in their sleep. And King's disease proved he's not fading, he's evolving. Meanwhile, Jim's out here talking like he just dropped the Chronic. And fans weren't buying it. What made it worse? This wasn't even about rap skills. It was pure ego, insecurity dressed up as opinion. Then he brought his kid into the mix? Like, really? What kind of message does that send? The internet didn't waste a second. They came hard. Fans started posting receipts, awards, sold-out shows, back-to-back classic albums, all NAS. Meanwhile, Jim's chart history looked shaky next to it. And after all that online backlash, most artists would have backtracked, maybe apologized, or at least gone quiet. Not Jim. He went on Nightcap, stared straight at Shannon Sharpe, and tripled down, saying NAS never had the influence people think he did. Then he pushed it even further, claiming NAS was always in second place. But hold up, second to who? Jay-Z? DMX? Come on now. Cameras flashing from every angle. Pharrell's debut as head of Louis Vuitton Men's is unfolding, and it's already one for the history books. Then the beat drops, but this isn't just any track, it's clips. Out of nowhere, Pusha T and his brother No Malice step onto the runway stage with a brand new record. Their first joint performance in over a decade, and instantly, the atmosphere shifts. You could feel the energy ripple through the crowd. Even Jay-Z was caught nodding along, fully locked in. This wasn't just smooth talk. This was warfare. Right in the middle of the most high-profile fashion event of the year. And those lyrics, they hit like coded shots. Everyone in that room knew exactly who Pusha was talking to. That chasing a feature out your element line. Direct hit at Jim Jones, the same Jim who linked up with Drake right after Drake brought him on stage in Harlem, calling him an honorary Dipset member. The same Drake Pusha destroyed years ago with the story of Adi Dawn. And let's be real, Drake's image never fully recovered from that. But this move wasn't Pusha dropping a random diss online. Nah, this was chess, not checkers. He turned Paris Fashion Week into a war zone and made luxury the weapon, while Jim was busy talking reckless on The Breakfast Club, Rap Caviar, and Drink Champs, calling Pusha not even top 50. Pusha didn't blink. He didn't dive into the podcast drama. Instead, he brought out billionaires, fashion icons, and rap royalty to watch his response unfold live. in front of the world. And here's the beauty. It wasn't just about the bars. It was about the moment, the symbolism, the control. Pusha didn't just reply. He elevated the battlefield.
Remember, we went viral on the Spotify Rap Caviar podcast.
Yes.
About
Man,
Pusha T.
People don't like people. Yeah, see, there we go. And then look what happens. But I'm ready for all things, man. Shout out to Pusha. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to the Clips. You know what I mean? Congratulations.
Do
to
you like
whatever
the new
they got going
song?
on. No, but you know.
You don't like Ace Trumpets?
What's so great
What is
about it?
again?
It's so good.
It's good.
It's so, oh man.
It's good.
So yeah, there's something going on
Good
that you
in
ain't
what?
tell us about,
It's
bro.
good in what? A nostalgic value of it.
You don't think Ace Trumpets
I
is
don't believe
hard?
it. I don't believe them. But that's a whole nother story. I don't want to downplay nobody's craft or their music. I want to uplift
ain't heavy yet.
everybody and things like that. Okay? But I don't listen to their music. I never have.
Pharrell produced the track, the same Pharrell who helped define Clips' entire sound. He's got deep roots in Virginia and powerful connections in the highest circles of fashion. That new track, Chains and Whips, was reportedly crafted inside Louis Vuitton's Paris headquarters, overlooking the Seine River. Pharrell even mentioned it in an interview with the New York Times, pointing out the exact window where it was made. "We just started walking around, looking out this window, and you just see all of this," he said. "I mean, we're beating the system. Bro, that's how deep it went. Revenge, fashion, and legacy, all wrapped into one stylish hit." While Pusha was making power moves in Paris, NAS was quietly building an empire back in Queens. While Jim was chasing blog clout, NAS was launching Resorts World Queens, a massive 350,000 square foot casino backed by a $5 billion vision. This wasn't some quick collab or social stunt. This was real estate, equity, and generational wealth for his entire borough. Meanwhile, Jim was still bragging about Summer Jam bookings like it was 2008. NAS didn't need to drop a single bar, he dropped receipts. And those hits landed harder than any diss track ever could. Fans noticed immediately. The comments underneath his post were brutal. One read: "Someone else who can't stop talking is worried about going viral. NAS out here making boss moves. That's the thing. When you're truly rich, respected, and still relevant, you don't need to clap back. You let your lifestyle do the talking." And Jim, he got booed off stage. Picture it, Summer Jam 2024. Jim finally had the spotlight he'd been chasing all year. But the second he touched the mic, silence. Then came the ultimate hit. Funkmaster Flex, one of Jim's biggest supporters, cut his set short. You could see the shock hit Jim in real time. That was supposed to be his comeback moment, but the energy, it didn't land. Because at the end of the day, Jim didn't bring the hits. He brought the drama, and even after all that, Jim still wasn't done. He had one more diss lined up, and this time, it got personal. After the Louis Vuitton moment, Pusha T didn't have to say much publicly, but behind the scenes, word spread fast. He wasn't finished, not even close. Sources close to Clips say their upcoming reunion album is loaded with surgical bars aimed directly at Jim. That Paris track. Just the warm-up. What's coming next is darker, sharper, and way more ruthless. Some insiders are already calling it Pusha's Coke Bear moment, because this time, he's fully embracing the villain role. No more playing it safe, and if Jim keeps talking, it's looking like lyrical murder is on the way. But it's not just about bars, it's about strategy. Pusha is staging his comeback in luxury spaces, surrounded by billionaires, while Jim's still rapping in Harlem alleyways, over the same beat he just got buried on. Yeah, you heard that right. Jim actually flipped the Chains and Whips instrumental and dropped his own freestyle in response. But then, he crossed the line. He brought up no malice. Now that was the mistake. Pusha might take the shots himself, but bringing up his brother, a man who left rap to follow his faith and change his life, that wasn't just a diss. That was disrespect. Pusha hasn't fired back publicly yet, but if history's any clue, he never moves fast. He moves strategically, and when he finally strikes, it's devastating. Then Jim made his biggest mistake yet. He dissed Clips' brand new single on camera during an interview. One final swing at Chains and Whips, trying to play it off cool. But that move might have just sealed the deal. And just when you thought Jim had finally said enough, he kept going. In another clip that started making rounds online, Jim doubled down again. This time, tossing shade not just at Pusha or No Malice, but at the entire Clips legacy. He called their style dated, said their subject matter doesn't hit like it used to, and even questioned why anyone's still hyped about a Clips comeback in the first place. But here's the catch. While Jim's out here trying to discredit legends, Clips is being invited into luxury spaces by the same industry titans who once overlooked them. And the people paying attention, they see the shift. Because in 2025, it's not just about going viral, it's about relevance with respect. And that's exactly where Jim's falling behind. Push's been quiet publicly, but that silence feels heavy, like something's loading. Clips fans are already buzzing that the next drop's going to be nuclear. Behind the scenes, producers, stylists, and execs are treating this next rollout like an art exhibit. Strategic visuals, luxury branding, even whispers of a documentary. Meanwhile, Jim's strategy, it's looking shaky. After the freestyle flop, the Summer Jam cold shoulder, and the constant backlash in the comments, even his day ones are starting to question his moves. The hype he tried to build is turning into exhaustion. People aren't entertained, they're embarrassed for him, and now, the pressure's on. Because once Clips finally drops that album, and if it hits as hard as insiders claim, it won't just end the beef. It might bury Jim's credibility with it. At this point, Jim's not battling rap giants anymore. He's battling his own relevance, and losing fast. Jim tried to play it cool, saying he never even listened to Clips. But that fake chill cracked quick. The insecurity was leaking through every sentence. Because deep down, he knows he was the target. And he got bodied. No spins, no excuses, they cooked him. And here's where the whole energy shifts. It's not just NAS and Pusha anymore. It's the culture turning its back. Blogs are dragging him daily. Even die-hard Dipset fans are throwing in the towel, saying it's time for Jim to log off. This wasn't a beef, it was a reality check. Jim Jones stepped into the ring thinking he was ready to spar with legends. But instead of bars, he got humbled by silence, strategy, and billionaire moves. Now, he's not trending, he's not charting. He's not even getting playlisted. He's becoming a ghost in the very game he helped build. And here's the wildest part. The new Clips album hasn't even dropped yet. That might be the final nail in the coffin, the real funeral. If you made it this far, drop a comment and tell us, do you think Jim can recover from this? Or is it game over? Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell, so you don't miss what's next.